Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Let's Learn Endless Legend 2. Endless Space 2. That's what this game is. I would totally be down for learning some Endless Legend 2. Amplitude, call me. Now, we need to take a moment and reassess. Somebody pointed out in the comments of the last episode that probably the reason I'm broke now is that I used to have minor factions paying me tribute. Now I've assimilated them and I'm not getting that free money anymore. So yeah, that's probably what happened. But we might be able to fix this with laws, right? I needed to get to 3 active laws. Okay, we need to let this finish, right? But after that happens, we might be able to enact some laws. I might be able to like turn up the taxation or something. We can get this fixed. I should also be using the marketplace more, probably. We do need to upgrade our... Man, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So let's have a look at the marketplace. We have some resources. No, we don't. I don't have anything. Never mind. We have some luxuries. I can sell 25 spuds. That stuff's fairly valuable, but I also want to use it for system leveling. Right, like if I leveled this system up, it would give me a serious cost reduction on ships and stuff. It takes 1 turn. But, I mean, the thing it's doing, it's just a buyout reduction. Presumably it applies to both resources. But, you know what, this can wait. In fact, this can wait so much that... Oh, I right-clicked to remove it from the queue. You left-clicked to remove it from the queue. Okay. That can wait. We also need to think about our situation a little bit. We do need to win the game at some point here. So, winning the game, because it's 4x, probably going to require a lot of territory. That's how things usually go. And we can see that Nakar is already being settled by Green. Green has outposted on Nakar. In 9 turns, they will have it. So we probably want to hit Kraz. We actually have the tech necessary to settle all of Kraz. And it's a very high industry region. That would be a good place, especially with all of this stuff sort of being bottlenecked by it. Kraz would be a great place to host a shipyard. So, let's take our ratio. I know I was a little concerned about Reavers, but things should be okay now. It seems to me that the Reavers are being produced by the minor faction planets. Maybe that's not right. Maybe they're coming from somewhere else. But I think if we just go over here and like blockade on Lasaf so that nothing can get away the turn it's built, we might be able to end that problem right there. And so our next mission should be to settle Kraz, and that should happen like pretty soon. What does it take to build a settler? 282. You know what? Let's go ahead and buy that out. We have a lot of what do you call it? We have a lot of influence to play with. I know we're in the negatives, but we'll be able to reconfigure our laws and not pay quite so much upkeep. Alright. We did it. Military laws keep your empire in an iron grip. The betrayer may still be at large, but for now you feel some degree of comfort that any kindling of revolt will not catch alight. And we got 50 Hyperium for that, which I'm sure we could make some cool ship parts out of. Alright, the time has come. Your grip on the Empire has never been tighter. Your laws never stronger. The Restless Knights... You know what's interesting is, like, the text here is referring specifically to the events of the last step. So I'm wondering if it is, in fact, like, actually branching. Like, would this be different if we had done the earlier steps in a different way? It might be that they all just sort of are designed to lead to this point naturally. The restless nights that plagued your last few years now seem like a bad dream. Every night you lay your head down on your imperial pillow, you quickly drift into a deep sleep, waking well-rested and content. What musings thread your dreaming mind are not concerned with paranoia or rebellion or the fate of a young woman slowly growing old in the depths of the imperial prison. The question of who masterminded the rebellion all those years ago no longer vexes you like it did. You'd be lying if you said it no longer troubled you in the slightest, but, like your aging body, it is something you will grow to accept. What occupies your thoughts more is what the historians will make of your legacy. Before you hand the reins of power over to Emperor-elect Petra Manzukik, you must decide the fate of the Empire. Decisively. It's a good way to decide things. Will you steer the Empire into the hands of the Sheridan Hawks, Or will you give power to the Mizari traditionalists who exalt science? Or perhaps you believe in staying the course, seeing through the project to conquer the galaxy as the United Empire. Whatever you choose, there will be no turning back. The fate of the Empire rests in your hands. So become Sheridan. Stay as United Empire, become Mizari. That's really cool. Is our faction art... I mean, not the ships and stuff will stay the same, I mean. But, like, will our Empire screen art and stuff change? I'm very curious. So, I really don't have a goal here. This would lower the diplomacy cost reduction on Empire, and when I say that, what I mean is I don't have, like, an ending. I don't have a victory type that we're going for in mind. I'm basically just trying to figure out how the game works. So the easiest thing to do if you're not quite sure what to do, generally, is to go military and just conquer everybody. Minus 20% ship cost for the rest of the game. That's significant. That's a big change. Or plus 15% science. Produce 200 or more science in your empire per turn. So we would complete this instantly. If we wanted to go Sheridan, we'd have to raise the number of command points. That's ships have command points on them, so our little scout craft have 1 command point each. Or we could go for trade routes. We don't have any money right now. We don't have any trade routes. We don't have any functional economy at all. Yeah, let's go Sheridan. Let's learn some things. It's important to know how to make war, even if you intend to play the game in a non-warlike way, because your neighbors may not feel the same. Alright, so if we raise the number of command points across our empire to 15, we will become the Sheridan. Only pure military power can underpin the necessary realpolitik that will see the empire victorious. Lead the empire into a Sheridan future by strengthening your military. Yeah, let's learn some stuff. And hey, we did it. We successfully covered up the arms smuggling trade. The local populations were beginning to mobilize against the illegal gun shops in their midst when you discovered them. But since your fake crackdowns, the protests have died away. Now, with the gun smuggling operations truly underground, it's time to flog inferior arms and make some quick dust. Oh, I've become a bad person. In the plot of the game, I am now a horrible garbage human. Well, you know, it's nice to try a lot of different things over the course of a game. I usually try to play as like a relatively nice person in games. Okay, so our settler is done and out. How's stuff going with the Lissath? Right now, they like those dudes. What are they called? It's gonna take me a little while with the faction names.
Welcome.
Lumeris.
How can the families help?
Just you wait. We're gonna figure stuff out. We'll figure out how you can help. Yeah, so the Lumeris. If we praise these guys... Oops, I didn't click on the icon. If we praise these guys... That should be enough to push us to 75, right? We'll get +3 for 10 turns. Take us to 71, but we can, get other bonuses too. If we assimilate these guys... Actually, just getting higher relations with them, passing 50, should lead to them giving us more dust, which will help. But if we can assimilate these guys, then that should lock up sort of the front gate to our empire pretty cleanly. So we'll go and defend Kraz. Actually, that's right. I'm going to go and blockade Lissath. We'll settle Kraz, hopefully, before Green can do anything about it. And this is sort of a long-term goal. That's something we will work on over time. Do I have anything that's more pressing? Capture, assimilate, or attract a new population type. So if I did assimilate those guys, I would get 80 influence. That's not bad. I like that. What is this? Reavers. Well... we need ships and stuff. I really want to finish this wonder. Well, it's not a wonder, but you know what I mean. I want access to people. Hey, look at that. Is that a different green? I think it is. This is more of a yellowy green. This is another faction is over here. Okay, well, one problem at a time. We gotta watch what those Reavers do. This is not my probe, by the way. Okay, somebody built the Endless Research Park in Endless World. That's fine. This is not my probe. Somebody has launched a probe out of one of their ships from over here, and it's traveling this way now. So somebody just discovered our homeworld. Okay, it looks like... Yeah, they're headed to the south with us. Can I not attack? Oh, they're not actually at the star system yet. Okay, fair enough. Okay, another thing that some people said was that I should be taking advantage of this planet specialization deal a little bit more. So I have access to the Spin Project. The Spin Project causes my planet to produce 1 extra influence per citizen on the planet, per point of population, that is, like these. And it has no cost associated with it. Really, it's just, a little bit of industry. So yeah, I'm going to do that. These planets have already actually been specialized, and I'm pretty okay with the specialization they were given. So we'll maybe change that later. But planets that I colonize myself, instead of ones that I found, don't yet have specializations. That said, I do want to finish Intergalactic Supermarket. We need money. Oh, that's right. I can change my laws. So let's... This lowers the industry cost of ships, not the upkeep, the dust upkeep cost. So let's do that. This we can't change. Spoils of War Act. Plus 25 science per destroyed command point. We're about to get in a fight. Let's maybe not change that. But we could, we could pump up the taxes. I know that our people won't love it, but we need the money really badly. We have a bunch of other laws available to us here. We have laws from the pacifist faction, because they are the second leading party. Kind of an unusual civilization here. Yeah, let's enact this. I know that, well, actually that one doesn't have any upkeep. I was going to say I know that having 3 laws running is going to be expensive, but, yeah, that doesn't have any upkeep and it fixed things almost right away. Our approval levels could be higher. Like I said, we're working on it. Oh, Octans probably should build stuff. That's a fair point. I'm a little skittish about paying more upkeep given our money troubles. We could build some ships. I mean, even like settlers wouldn't be a bad idea, right? Yeah, because we can actually settle Wrath and Sirius. What am I allowed to settle? Your current number of colonized star systems and the maximum over which you will begin to get an empire-wide approval penalty. So I can go up to 10 systems before I have to worry about my approval? Hell yeah, Octans, produce some settlers. Alright, we managed to, stop the hemorrhaging. Get here and get in a fight. I am not in the mood to talk to you right at this moment. I'm trying to do a thing right now. Okay, easy enough. So, these guys have 90% efficiency at short and long. We only have 80% efficiency at long. So doing this thing to take less damage while killing them slowly is probably not going to be that effective. We can get plus 15 dust gain for each CP of each, or for CP of each lost ship. Let's not worry about that. Let's just get in there and crush them. It looks like they're mostly defended against energy weapons, which bodes pretty well for us because we're on projectiles. Yeah, we barely took any damage at all. Okay, now I'm going to cancel this law. I wanted to take advantage of it one last time. And that should, yeah, get us back to positive. Alright, things are turning around. We're doing it, you guys. Now we have a huge number of probes stocked up. So we may as well finish exploring everything. Okay, Hyperion. Oh, we've also triggered an event. One of the planets in this system is tidally locked with its star. One of the hemispheres is constantly bathed in light. Some long gone civilization apparently used the planet as an enormous farm. Now lush jungle grows over neat, barely recognizable rows of food crops. Huh. +1 food per citizen on planets in Empire. The whole Empire. That's fantastic. What a lovely event. Also, this has ended, so we were getting extra money and approval. That's not a great thing to end. Alright, she keeps saying that there's going to be a proposal on its way soon, but I don't know if I believe that. Ah, you know what it was? We made these guys like us more, and now they're giving us a lot more dust. Okay. Is there another thing we can search? There is. Oh, wow. Expedition failed. I did not... I guess it has always said expedition successful, but I didn't realize that it was even an option for it to fail. The Empire needs a higher curiosity expedition power. Research advanced technologies. So where... do we know where in the tree that is? I imagine exploration. Is it like one of these bonuses? Oh, there are more classes of expeditions hidden by this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Well, we do need to do some science research. We're researching impactless sites right now because I decided I was going to really go for this branch apparently. All right. Well, that's almost finished. And now we have a ton of extra probes. I don't actually want to leave the sector, so I think I'm going to do what we saw somebody else doing over there and just kind of shoot probes out in a variety of directions. Because we can discover stuff this way. And I mean, we have a lot of probes. Shoot stuff past our other worlds. Okay. That should be sufficient. That should find us a lot of things, hopefully. This is another Reaver ship. It looks like it's headed this way. I can't really tell. What is the front of your wireframe? Yeah, it's probably headed this way. So it will have to stop when it reaches us because we're guarding the system, and that's what that does. Enemy ships will be stopped for 1 turn when entering orbit. Fortunately, blocking Lilitheth, I'm pretty sure doesn't negatively affect... Yeah, we're still at +4 per turn. Oh, we revealed curiosities for them. That's right. That makes them like us too. We'll be fine, I'm sure. Alright, so we're building another settler. Yeah. I think we're doing okay. We've reversed the bleeding. Maybe it's not a good idea to assimilate these guys. Maybe I should keep them paying us. Alright. I don't have access to... Oh, I guess it was starting up a battle already. Well, let's just do the same thing we did last time. Turtles seem to work out fine. We'll build more ships and, get stuff under control. I guess this is a point. The Reavers don't seem to spawn anymore once we've assimilated. Yep, and then another Reaver ship. We might actually lose one of the patrol ships now. That's fine. We'll be fine. Oh, I accidentally picked power to shields. I wasn't thinking. I just clicked. Well, it worked out well. We didn't take very much damage there. Okay, so we see another system already. A binary star. That's cool. Can we actually see the binary star? So they have Eden incense. We have a bunch of worlds that have Eden incense available to us. We should, figure out actually what that does. I don't know, it just looks like a star to me. So you can see our probes will keep shooting out into space and revealing stuff to us, hopefully. Hopefully meaningful stuff. Alright, what world do we want to settle first? I suppose one of the high industry ones makes the most sense. This has +1 population slot. This anomaly has a beneficial effect on the planet and may also contain some secrets. So if we get compact warp methods, which we can hold control and click, show me... Okay. Moon exploration. Interesting. Man, there's a lot of stuff in this game. A lot of cool stuff. Alright, let's settle that one. Yeah, sure, looks lovely. I don't know... Are we going to be able to grow citizens here? We're probably going to have to truck food in from somewhere else, huh? Okay, so we don't have the 350 dust to do this. We could pay 175... Duration 10 turns, plus 100% migration. The colony thing didn't change. Well, maybe it doesn't update in real time? I certainly don't want it to take 42 turns for my outpost to fire up. Yeah, we'll just have to hope that it's not changing because of some bug or something. Okay, so we need to pick up some stuff. I'm tempted to push science and go for this, because I'm really curious about that moon exploration. But we have other problems. We picked up a thing that generates a little bit of money. And we have access to mercenaries and heroes on the marketplace. That's probably cool. Although we don't have a lot of money to use for them. But there's so many other things going on. And if we want... Like, I want to have better ships, right? If we're going to potentially be getting into war. So this unlocks... Leveling this branch of the tree up unlocks manpower capacity and improved ship design. Oh, starting experience level for new ships goes up. Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's useful. So, like, what kind of cool stuff? Here you can teach your ships how to stab a tennis racket? War as a hobby. Okay. That's actually a pretty good iconography for that, honestly. Not a place you want to get into with your civilization, though. War as a hobby. That it doesn't have a lot of good endings. Unlocks V2A air units for ground battle. That's pretty cool. Okay, so here you have your basic entropy torpedoes. You don't want to get too fancy. Just a little bit of entropy on the torpedoes. That'll show them who's boss. Do we have actual income? No, we just have Hyperion. What are we close to getting? There's Hyperium and Titanium here. That's right, I was going for Adamantium. Maybe we just push straight to Adamantium and then get our weapons tech? Because right now, our only neighbor is not very aggressive. She seems to want to trade. We're about to have another neighbor, I guess. No, that's what I want to do. I want to go for the Adamantium. So what is here that could give us dust? This will allow us to make trading companies. Trade on a galactic scale requires agreements, laws, regulations, and protocols. Also, spaceships. Before trade company headquarters and subsidiaries can be built, docking space acquired and goods shipped, a network of complex contracts must be negotiated. So this is going to give us trade routes. Okay, let's do that. I need trade routes. Okay, I hope that was the right call. If it wasn't, the worst thing that could possibly happen here is we lose. Oh no. We'll figure it out. So is this still showing... Alright, let's end the turn. Oh, we're starting to bleed money again.
Welcome to the Sophonoty.
Oh.
There are some among us who doubt your intellectual chops. Please, prove them wrong.
We encountered British science robots. We also discovered Pulsos. Oh, they look like Harmony. They have the temperate faction trait and +1 industry per curiosity discovered on systems.
We are Riftborn. We come
Oh.
into your cosmos on a mission of survival.
Huh. That's funny, I'm also on a mission of survival. Maybe we can not get in each other's way. We discovered planet Vanguard, home of Kappa. Upon arrival in the galaxy, the Riftborn settled on a snow-covered world they named Vanguard. Like the rest of the universe they find themselves in, they have little love for the planet, Yet in its pristine white snowfields, they find an echo of their own universe, Koros. These guys are from another universe? Less a home and more a staging ground from further explorations, the Riftborn inhabit a small corner of the world with order and vigor. What does it mean to be from another universe? Like another dimension? Oh wow, what's going on with their world? Compression singularity. Plus 100% everything, and plus 25% all resources. That's crazy. God, I love the Endless games. There's so much weird stuff in these games. This is really one of the things that really drew me to Endless Legend was how weird the factions are. They're so different from each other in such strange ways. So over here we have science robots. This is the 5th Audacious Experiment Fleet. Okay, the game just like opened up on us in a big way. Maybe I should have been shooting probes out this whole time. Or maybe I'm going to find out that it was a really bad idea to wake all these other races up. So we're generating as much money as we can. Generate additional food and industry, I guess. Okay, and now we'll have 5 points spent and we can unlock the second tier of stuff. Alright, we need our heroes to be helping us produce dust as effectively as possible. Dimitri, don't look at me like that. Alright, Octans, can you... I mean, we could do this, right? We could put on public 3D printing for a while. That would prevent the system from actually building anything, but it would basically just make us straight money. Yeah, that'll stem the bleeding for a little bit. And let's take this settler and move him out to Sirius. My thinking here is that I'm not 100% sure... Ooh. First contact. They don't know you yet. Okay, let's say hi. So we just passively get +1 relations. I don't know that I want to spend influence on these guys. Oh, but if I level up their relations with us, they will give us money. So actually, yes, we definitely need to do that. Okay. What I was saying is, I know that there's a tech that lets you move around not on the space lanes. I think settling Sirius is better because it'll keep purple away from it, and we can settle Wrath later. So you, come here. We've reached the expansionistic phase of the game. Ooh, what's this? Jadonics. Jadonics, whatever. The only known occurring anti-gemstone. Unique lensing properties. What is the anti-gemstone? What does that mean? I don't actually know what the technical definition of gemstone is, so I have no idea what would be meant by anti-gemstone. Alright, well. Back to it, I guess. Let's move the turn forward. How's our relations going with these guys? It won't be too many more turns before we're able to offer them a chance to assimilate. They should be so lucky. We've discovered Genis, home of Doria. Genis, an atoll planet full of tropical islands and tropical storms, is the home of the Lumeris, and the home base of the Lumeris families that rule it from behind the scenes. Their oceanic environment necessitated the ability to adapt to the water, yet the need to create fire and build advanced technologies drove them to land. From there they are now challenging the heavens themselves. Yes, it's very inspiring. Where's that? Here. Okay, so we can see him a little bit. It looks like these guys have quite a lot of territory if they have a world all the way over here. What is this? Oh, that's telling me that I saw that. Okay. Thank you. I am being battled by 3 prowlers. They have 37 attack, both projectile and energy weapons, and 2,000 health. So actually they're pretty dangerous. We need to upgrade our ships. So this would give us plus shield absorption, but we don't... Do we have shields? We might want to just play up close. Yeah, their weapons are least effective in short range. Let's turtle. This is dangerous, though. I might lose these ships. Ooh. That didn't go very well. Alright, Petra, can you help us out with the dust? Because seriously, we're in a little bit of a situation over here. Alright, well, she's coming along at least. We need ships. We need ships badly. Okay, we're almost done with the thing that we were doing on Hadar, and then Hadar can start producing ships. And once we have commercial frameworks, we're going to be able to get trade routes going, and that should fix our dust problems in a much longer term way. This doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. Plus 100% migration. You can double the migration rate from the planet that provides colonies. Currently, Hadar is providing colonies. Would I be better bringing them from somewhere else? Maybe Delphinus? This only says minus 27 because of we're sending stuff to the outpost. So it would be plus 100 normally. So it really is best to get the food from Hadar. Man, this is not okay. This doubles the food of the system. That might help. Ugh. I don't know. I'm worried green is going to get Kraz from us. Or sorry, I guess I have to say light green now. Yellow. I'm going to call him yellow for now. Alright, well, we're doing it, I guess. A general increase in prices for luxury resources. So we should try to buy luxuries when they're cheap, so that when stuff like that happens, we can sell them, I guess. But, man, we need money. Looks like there's another miner, another system right here. We've discovered the new miner, Kalgaros. They're like warrior pangolins? Or, no, that's like fur? What is this? Okay, hold on. One thing at a time. Let's start negotiations with these guys. The Kalgaros evolved from a marsupial-like species, and their relatively small size is countered by their surprising strength and agility. Oh, I don't know how small they are. I wish there was a scale in the picture. As they moved from protecting and conquering to a tree to a tribe to a village, society realized that its somewhat belligerent tendencies had to be channeled. Over time, they developed a martial art they called the Mardamari, unique in the galaxy for the number of limbs required to execute it. Well, sure, if you have 4 arms, you make a martial art that needs 4 arms. They are led by Gunga, spiritual and martial leaders who have the responsibility for moral and physical education. Jolly and gregarious in daily life, they are deadly serious in questions of combat and honor. So they're like Klingons who aren't also dicks. And they are religious, and they give approval, especially on fertile planets. Ooh, and plus 20 approval if a hero's in their system. That's really cool. Wait, are approval levels by population? Like, if you have a system with 2 different kinds of people living in it... Oh, man, I don't know. Okay, let's make first contact and praise them, trying to get up to some level of them paying us quickly. Oh, what is this?
Of other races. Talk.
He's like a Terminator. But like biological... Oh, man, that's gross. You are a gross thing. The Cravers. Where do I see Cravers? Okay, far away from me. Fantastic. That is the place where I most wanted to see them. We've explored 20% of the galaxy. Okay, yeah, we'll be right with you. Hold on. Yeah, actually, I'm starting to get a little bit of vision here. All right, I think I've been undervaluing probing. That's a thing to remember for the future. Okay, Imperials on Octans, cool. We have to run, right? This is not good. Okay, one more turn. And I really want to take these guys off of public 3D printing. Yeah, we can do it. It's the cost isn't nearly so bad now. So let's make this place level 2. Well, I want to make it level 2 before I start building ships because I want the buyout reduction, but I guess we're probably not going to buy anything out. We don't have the dust for it. So is this the best ship I can make right now? It's not, right? These ships don't have those cool lasers we unlocked. Basic perfected slugs. Oh no, they do have some lasers. Yeah, these are not bad ships. Oh, you know what the problem is? That fleet that I had down there wasn't all Patrol 2s. It had a bunch of Patrol 1s in it. Yeah, these are fine ships. Alright, make me a couple of these. Yeah, everything should be fine. As long as we can get Kraz settled. Unfortunately, we're going to be moving colonization ships through Lasath. Let's see if we can get back through to the other side. Maybe that's why it's taking so long to colonize Kraz, is because we're moving through like a lot of territory and some of it's hostile. And okay, we'll figure this out. So Hadar is going to also be producing ships soon. We have a lot of manpower. We have 120 manpower coming up per turn. Entirely from minor civilizations, it looks like. Oh, an event notification. We've discovered the Deyuvians. Deyuyivans. Yeah, Deyuyivans. Okay, what's your deal? Because you kind of look like robot spiders? As clever as they are grotesque, these denizens of gas giant planets are known for their scientific prowess. As beings that evolved on a dust-rich gas giant, the culture and society of the Deyuyivan are either incomprehensible or inexplicable. Therefore, to simplify communication, they tend to adopt the names of other sentients that they meet. Does that simplify communication? I feel like it would be very confusing sometimes. Well, whatever. Let's make contact. You know how we do. Wow, they get a lot of food on gas planets. Man, this stuff is so cool. All the different types of population you can get, and then try to shift them to the worlds where they will be most successful, and having a large diverse empire seems really valuable. Okay, the Riled Researchers event has come to an end. Oh my god, our money. That's right. Oh, that's beautiful. We're researching less effectively, but we are so much wealthier. Alright, Hadar, we're gonna need some ships, like yesterday. What is this? +1 resource generation on strategic deposits. Okay, that's cool. We'll worry about that when we can actually mine this. Should I... Yeah, we should throw this on here. We could just be having more influence than we're having right now. I do want to get the ships done first. Should I... You know what? I'm going to rush one of the ships. He started guarding the, All of your ships have less than 60% health. Okay, well, let's try staying far away. His weapons are not totally ideal at that range. I just want to survive the battle. I don't need to kill him. A grave defeat. Okay, well, that was in the offing. It's fine. We'll be fine. We definitely need to get our stuff sorted out, though. We're starting to come back. We're starting to figure it out. So, what's my approval levels right now? These could be better. Hidar in particular is really unhappy. We could pull the Tax Act now. I think we probably should. Now that our money's back in our real place. That was a lot of money. I missed that. This will give us +10... +10 approval on all of our systems because we're at peace with one other player. +10% money on systems per luxury resource deposit. We don't have any luxuries right now, but we will soon. Yeah, so let's not worry about it right now. What else would be fun? Minus 15% ship production costs. That's not a bad idea. We do have to pay influence though, so... We could tank our science a little bit. It's not even that much, and 20 approval's a lot, and this law has no upkeep. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We could really use the approval. I'd love to get back up to happy. Okay. We're basically just waiting for our ships to get completed now. These probes that we sent out were really, really valuable. The universe felt like such a huge empty place just a few turns ago, and now it feels extremely crowded. There are ruins in this system, old enough and sophisticated enough that they must have come from Endless. There are machines within machines, some of which are still running, and others that are so alien you are not sure to tell how... yeah, that's right, we read this right. However, you could also try to put in the effort to understand the mysteries of this machine, and maybe learn how to make it generate dust. Okay, cool. Plus 10% dust on all our systems. A listening outpost on the far edge of your territory has picked up a garbled communication and sends an urgent message up the chain of command. Someone is leaking military secrets to a rival empire, and could jeopardize upcoming offensive operations. The message and its origins are unclear, but a digital forensics team is able to pinpoint one clue, that the attached files contain metadata originating from the terminal of an artillery officer of one of your miners. The soldier's record is exceptional, but there have always been those who complained at allowing an outsider to rise so high in military command. It does say allowing someone an outsider. By the way, did you hear that? When I said digital, it sounded like the digital. I never noticed before, but that word sounds like the drums at the beginning of a Phil Collins song. Anyway, so we can have a trial for this guy. We'll gain militarist political ideology. We'll lose approval, but we'll gain 10 influence on each system in the sector. And influence is a pretty valuable resource for us. Or we can go the other way. Take the officer at his word and order a more thorough investigation into the leak, but as soon as word gets around that you won't prosecute the man, a number of your military quit in protest. Really? A bunch of my military are going to quit if I don't prosecute a man without proof? Well, I guess we have suggestion. Coincidentally, the intelligence team reports the traffic they were monitoring has suddenly gone silent. With no more evidence, it will be impossible to root out the traitor. Yeah, we don't, know that this was the guy. I have a hard time wanting to condemn this dude when we don't know that it's him. But these are the effects that I want, so I'm going to pick this, and we're just going to deal with... You know what? We're role-playing as a guy who is horrible. So this is the in-character choice. Out of the blue, literally, a new miner faction has abruptly moved into one of your planets and have no intentions of leaving. Whether they are friendly or not is yet to be discovered, but hopefully their intrusion won't be long. It's up to you to decide how best to treat them. Kalgaros, these are the monk guys, right? On Hadar? Ah, yes, and new population type means new stuff. A small immigrant community is forming. Your heart swells seeing them go about their daily business. Your empire is growing in more ways than one. And somebody else has been the first to win 10 battles. Fair enough, we're not winning a lot of battles. I'll cop to that. Wow, look at this. The influence circles are clashing. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Okay, so the Ghost of a Machine has come to an end as well as its own effects. Alright, that was Hadar? Yeah, Kalgaros are these things. They like to be on fertile planets that give a lot of approval, and this is a fertile planet. Actually, I'm super glad these guys moved in. This is really convenient for me. Just when we needed approval. Okay, let's get these ships all finished and then gather up, and we'll go to Lasath and try to clean things up there. How much was it to buy out a ship? It was 410. Because I kind of want to have 4 ships. I don't know why. Something about that just seems better to me. Yeah. And you know what? Producing a ship for an extra turn will give this ship time to get over here. We'll gather up 4 ships and then we'll go hunting. So there are 8 players in this game, I believe. We now know 4 of the not us players. Oh, we are now friendly with these guys. We're not totally reliant on their dust anymore with that event having ended, so yeah, let's go ahead and take their quest and see if they'll join us. Please help me. The Harashim slump in the sand, sobbing. Waves break on the shore, the wash racing up the beach, soaking his lower half. You stare out at the endless ocean, thinking on his incredible story over and over again. He told you that on this very same beach, 20 of his years ago, a strange being in a craft landed here and took away his son. He was powerless to stop it, but he remembers one word that the being said. Iskvola. He carried the word for years, never giving up hope of one day being reunited with his son. And then he heard it uttered by another visitor, a being who called himself a member of the Vodyani. Vodyani, that's another player faction. Iskvola was the name of an ancient ruin somewhere among the stars. He wants you to find it and learn what you can about his son. The Harashems have risen to be a powerful player in this society, and helping him might give you leverage. Well, okay, explore ruin-type curiosities. That's a little tricky. There's not a lot of loose, unexplored curiosities around. Or there's one right here. Maybe I'm an idiot. Okay, let's go search that. Maybe we'll get lucky and that'll be it. And if not, we'll, I don't know, we'll figure it out. I have confidence in me sometimes. Some of the time. Okay, so this needs to launch. After we get commercial frameworks up, we really have to get better ships. Okay, at least our dudes are pretty fast. Oh, this world also has an unexplored curiosity, and it is also ruins type. Okay, maybe we'll get lucky. And this has a dust load and strange fossils, so these are pretty good stats. Again, food's going to be an issue. Maybe the reason that it's taking so long to build that colony is just that it's like really, yeah, it's really hard to make colonies on low food planets. Well, you know what? This doesn't seem to be doing anything over on our other colony, so screw it. I'm not going to spend the influence. Yeah, we're going to have to figure this out. We're going to have to get Kraz built up faster. But I'm really worried about clearing the Reavers from Lasath first. So one more turn until we launch that fleet. Everybody's got important stuff to build. Delphinus is about to become a powerful trade capital. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's check the tech screen. We have now unlocked Tier 4, giving us access to the Trade Clearing Bureau, which costs a ton of resources, but gives plus 50 dust and plus 200% star system trade value, and the ability to set and collect marketplace taxes, as well as learn insider information regarding... This basically puts the marketplace in our territory and gives us the ability to abuse that. That's pretty cool. Raise a hero to level 9. Okay, we were not close to that deed at all. Petra's like level 7. That's cool. Alright, so what? Plus 2 influence per citizen on planets. Plus health for defenders. Plus industry. I like industry a lot. Plus 20, that's defense? That particular icon, I think? Which is a lot of approval. How is her system doing? She's here, right? We really need to get access to ice planets, because this is a big world with a lot of science on it. Alright, well, I'm not really sure what is best to do with her level up point. It's possible that we should move her to another world. Well, you know, we're enjoying influence. Let's get more influence. Plus 4 influence per pop is pretty good. It would be better if she was in a more populous system, but honestly, her system can have a fair amount of population if we just settle this. Okay, so you need to join us. Please, join us. And you guys, actually, let's send them to Sirius. He'll just follow behind to Wrath, but I want to explore this this ruin real quick. Alright, and we definitely need to... We've unlocked another level of system development. Unlock spaceport slot ×1. What does that do? Is that in the... Shoot. The menus are... There's so many menus, I've already forgotten. Trading companies. New trading company requests a headquarters location. Oh, so we have a limited number of trade company slots. I'm assuming each one of these is basically what a trade route is. Okay, there's inflation in this game? Man, I don't even understand how inflation works in the real world. Inflation is based on the total amount of dust produced in the galaxy. The higher this amount, the higher the inflation factor. Yeah, okay. Well, alright. So... we need more luxury resources before we can learn how to modernize our cities even more. Alright, well, we're about to get access to a lot of Eden incense, possibly, if I can figure out how to actually make these colonies work. Man, this game is really cool. There's a lot of neat stuff happening. So, Trade Company HQ. Where do I want to put the headquarters? Does it matter? I want to put it in the capital, I think. Just capital is largest and most powerful. It will take 8 turns. I would like that not to be the case. Maybe we can buy off a turn or two with influence. So this is what we're saving our influence for now. I'd like to get that done. So what do we want to build here? In the interim, there's a lot of stuff we could build. We should probably build food stuff. Actually, you know what? Is it a really bad idea to have multiple outposts at once? So you're pulling food from Hadar. Next departure in infinity turns. And you are also pulling from Hadar? Huh. So what if I change this one to Delphinus? Delphinus has some food. So what is this? What are you doing? Oh, I think they have the non-space lane travel thing. Oh no, that's just a Lumeris ship. I'm seeing the yellow and getting confused with green. What is the meaning of this? I guess just graphics. This is just a scout ship. This is an exploration ship. It's got some upgrades on it though. Well, whatever. As long as they don't start trying to colonize, we should be okay. Oh yeah, I should research stuff. So... out of curiosity, we're not going to go for this right away, but I'm like, what is at the top of the research tree here? +3 dust per citizen on planets and doubled star system trade value. Okay, so stuff that gives a lot of stats. Wealth of the Endless. Oh, this might be a victory tech. It has a very fancy graphic. Plus 40% star system trade value on all systems, plus 15 of all resources, plus 15% all resources on systems, minus dust inflation on Empire. Interesting. So is there... yeah, okay. This is how you win the science victory. You research all 4 of the endless techs, one at the top of each tier. I see. I see. That's very interesting. Okay. So, we need better ships. Oh, there's... okay. What is this? So these are new hulls. And upgrades for hulls. And this is like defenses. And so like, the military part, it looks like doesn't actually give you any new ship bodies. It's just stuff to plug into your ships. Ubiquitous surveillance. Everyone's safer when nobody has any secrets, right? Well, for a certain definition of everyone. Yeah. Okay, so if we want new types of ships, we actually want to start over here. What does this give us? The Sheridan class hull. Well, I'm a Sheridan guy. We like Sheridan stuff. An Adamantian jammer. What is a jammer? Lower chance to be targeted. Fair enough. Increased chance to be targeted. Okay, so you can have some ships that are like trying to draw fire off of other ships. Interesting. Well, you know what? Let's go for this. That's going to be 9 turns. How much would it be to research these easier ships? Yeah, okay. Well, let's start here. 3 turns. We'll maybe make some slightly improved ships. We actually need more science, I think. I mean, we need a lot more of everything. We'll figure it out. Oh, speculators are buying up titanium. Rogue traders are trying to corner the market. Oh no. I don't think the titanium market matters to me. Yep, there it is, Reavers. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Maybe we should... You know what, let's just redirect you guys. Go straight to Lyseth. Something has to be done about all these damn Reavers. Okay, he'll catch up. Alright, we're increasing our influence output. I think that increases the rate at which the circles grow. I'm pretty sure the circles are based on our influence. The more influence a system creates, the faster its little circle grows. I'm not sure what is the meaning of this. Like, I guess we're just going to push against each other's influence borders here. Okay, the efficient shielding came very quickly.
Tell us. Tell us what you plan.
You are not in a position to threaten me. It would be very strange for you to even get over to me. Leave me alone. Alright, unlocks additional Hyperium module slots for Uranus class hulls. Well, we have Hyperium, we don't have the other thing, Titanium. So I guess let's start researching this. I'm very curious what exactly we will be able to do. Okay. We're about to get into some trouble. So, Octens has just produced a ship. Actually, let's grab this ship, pop it out, and send it where it's going before I forget. Alright, we have a couple of options here. We could use more food. So I was concerned that if we ran out of population space, that all of a sudden our food would become not very useful anymore. But food still makes manpower, which is still useful. Because we need manpower to, like, pilot ships and invade other planets and stuff. So food is actually still good. Plus 10 per fertile and temperate. So actually, Xeno-industrial infrastructure is huge in this sector. We have a lot of really good bonuses. This is also temperate once we learn how to inhabit it. So that'll be good. Well, let's take a look at our new classes of ship. Escorts and corvettes. So the escort ship... Let's see here. It has a defense or support slot. It only has one weapon, but it's tough. The corvette is a little bit more fighty, I assume. This is a small attacker. Okay, this is not a bad ship. Damage plus 10% on weapons. That's cool. So why don't we... We have this fancy laser, right? It doesn't seem to be that fancy. It actually does less damage per second than a plasma beam. Although I guess a plasma beam only operates at one range. That's the big difference. And this is actually better at longer ranges. So if we replace the existing weapon systems with these lasers... We have another slot we can put a weapon in. So these weapons want to be used at medium or long range. We could throw in some ion torpedoes just so that we have some damage against ships that are heavily based on... What do you call it? Heavily based on energy shielding. We could go perfected slugs. They have a better damage per second, but they're not as effective at long range, and this could be a long range ship. So let's throw these in. They're only a little bit less effective than the bullets, and they work at the range we want them to work at. Okay. Basic plasmal shielding. It gives energy defense and shield capacity. Or we can take health bonus and projectile defense. You know, shield capacity sounds like a good thing. We don't have any projectile defense this way, but we do have shielding. Okay. How expensive is that ship? How many turns would it take to make one of those in the capital? Not very many. No, I'm going to save all my influence for the trading company. Okay, I don't know that we need them right now. The ships we have out may be sufficient to deal with the Reavers, but it's nice to know what is available to us. See, we really need better hulls and better modules, though. Okay, cool. Get some relations.
You're one of our favorite fish in this galactic sea.
You still haven't actually made the proposal. I'm wondering if they're bugged. Yep, civilian ships are being destroyed. Nobody's happy about it. Okay, this time we brought good ships. We are ready for you. We actually don't want to be at short range. We want to be long range now. Okay, I think this is the way to go. Thanks to the magic aura lasers, being long range is actually correct now. Or it's correct in both damage output and survival. And these guys also want to be at long range pretty much. Wow, the Poacher is a hell of a ship. Jesus, look at that. The game thinks we're going to get our asses kicked, and I tend to agree. Fortunately, it's mostly energy weapons, and we have some energy defense. Let's fight it. How bad is it? We were eliminated, and we didn't even do half damage to it. Jesus. Okay, the Reavers have some real weapons. Okay, this has come to an end. There's a 50% chance of creating a major political crisis. Huh, I didn't read that part. Okay, we've been cordial with these guys, so now they are paying us. Because that's what it means to be cordial with somebody. They just pay you. Plus 20 influence on system and plus 10% more. And plus another 50 per trading company if he is the political leader of the Senate, which I think he is. Or no, he's... Hold on. I'm going to take this. And then we're going to go look at... He definitely appears on one of the parties. He's a political leader, I think. Oh, but he's not... He's a political... I think he's in the Industrialist Party, so he's not actually in the government right now. Huh. Well, I'd like him to be. I'd like it if he was the second place party. Alright, anyway, that's a lot of influence. So we're going to be able to make that trading party rush quite a bit. And now, I think that we are in a lot of trouble. So why don't we have... Shoot, we can't send all of the ships here. We can only have one. Well, let's send Hadar's ships here. Next ship departure, 2 turns. We have enough dust for this now. Does this actually work? That does actually work. This is a really good world. Yeah, we've got to get Lasath dealt with. Alright, well, so this guy has to run. I guess it doesn't really matter which way he runs. We'll retreat from combat at the beginning of the turn. And then we will, either way we go, we'll be able to search a ruin. And hopefully it will be the ruin that finishes that quest and converts Lasath so that it stops shooting out Reavers. And once that's done, then we just have to do a little bit of cleanup. We're gonna have to make some of those fancy new ships, though.
Our purpose is to kill. You, though, will suffer as well.
All right, you're laying it on a little thick, and it's starting to make me think you don't have anything. So why don't you just like chill out? Okay. Retreat. Yeah, this Poacher is a serious ship. It's the first medium-sized ship we've seen. We need to make our own medium ships. Alright, we managed to escape. Apparently we're escaping this way. That's fine. We'll search the ruin here. Maybe we'll get lucky. So, the ships that we earned here are both small still, right? Yeah, they don't have nearly the health of that other ship. So we do actually need better designs. I am not going to lose to neutrals, damn it. I mean, there's a pretty good chance we're going to lose to neutrals. Probably at least one game. I guess it being the first game is the least embarrassing of our options. You look at it that way? You've read the reports, and it looks like luxury resource generation across all systems is exceeding expectations this year. You can already anticipate the response from your advisors, though. The industrialists will advise you to quietly shore up the Empire's economy with the extra goods, while the religious contingent will want you to make a big show of thanking the gods for a bountiful harvest. I am so not concerned with thanking the gods right now. So neither of these do very much for us. This just lowers the cost to increase the system level, I think. Because, you know, it normally takes 25 potatoes. So this way it would take 22.5, probably. And this doesn't do anything for us. But I actually really want industrialist political ideology back. I want to be able to build stuff. Yep, civilian ships are being destroyed. I'm trying to reroute everything to Sirius. Because I don't want the ships going through Kraz for a while. Alright, well, let's see how lucky we are. Is this ruin the ruin? We've discovered the basic Maggie laser. Okay. Looks like it was not. So the answer is not lucky enough. We have to repair you. That's very expensive. I don't really want the ship to just be dead, but, like, maybe it already is, you know? It might be too late. Alright, this will be able to be bought out next turn. So this thing has 104 attack. So this guy's 74. 77 defense. Like, 30% more hit points. Yeah, this is a good ship. And it's only slightly more expensive. It does not have probes. So I'm going to put these on the docket here. We really do need corvettes, I think. We need better ships. But also I want to probe Sirius. And you aren't going to have anything to do with your other probe for a little while, so we may as well just send it out. Here's a place that can be explored. Huh. Question .5. The Questioner 5. An unknown empire. Interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and repair this. I probably should. Oh. Maybe it's healing, actually. Oh, what is this? There's a lot of events, man. What looked like a huge asteroid approaching one of your system's stars turned out to be a fragment of an ancient planet that burst ages ago. What makes it different are the remains of strange alien structures on it. What will you do with the planet before the planetary fragment flames into the sun? Well, I probably will take a random technology. That sounds great. Okay, these are not small bonuses. But yeah, I want a random tech. The battle at Kraz. Shoot. Well, if we go up close, our weapons are really not effective up close. Shoot, but if we do this, his weapons are maximally effective. Well, if we run now, we'll just die, so we may as well fight and do some damage to them on the way out. Did I get the Prowler? No, I did not. Can I tell Kraz to not pull stuff anymore? I want you to stop pulling stuff. Okay, next ship departure forever. That'll work. Don't go back there. It's not good for us. Why do I have a patrol ship going here? So I don't need this patrol ship. I had one still alive. Let's rush the trade company, and we'll play through the end of this, or we'll play through this next election before we call it for the video here. So the good news is, all this Reaver nonsense is probably making the Lumeris think twice about going to Kraz. Cooperative quest started. Dust to more dust. There has been talk among the more peaceful empires of a galactic trade agreement, a clever arrangement in which all participants would benefit. However, the galaxy's commercial infrastructure is not quite up to the level required for such a project. Collaborate with others to build up the galaxy's economic productivity. Raise the total amount of dust per turn in the galaxy to 5040. There's a 2516 right now. Okay, well, I'm working hard on getting my dust up. If the winner gets pottery? Is this pottery? It doesn't have a tooltip. I'm going to assume it's pottery. We're going to need a precious Ming vase. What is this? Oh, the Doria have built an outpost. Systems under blockade. Outpost loss in 1 turn for them, 2 turns for me. How did they even get in? Well, I think we're going to lose our outpost. Bummer, man. Quickly, turn around. Yeah, we need real ships. The Reavers are getting, like... The Reavers are becoming a serious issue. So what can we make in Octans that would help? Adds a trade subsidiary, requires a trade... Oh, okay. This is like the other end of the trade route. Okay, well we should probably make that then. We can probably rush this with dust or something. We can speed that up. Okay. Yeah, so we're not... We're going to have agri-drugs here in a second, and that'll give us access to better modules. So it looks like... I don't know if I'm going to be able to push the industrialists over the pacifists. But I kind of think I want my empire to be military-industrial. You know? I understand it's a little bit of a complex idea, but... looks like pacifist won again. Yeah, it wasn't enough. Now they've both become entrenched. Alright, we're going to have to get better at manipulating the government stuff, I'm sure. I bet that's going to be really important. I'm starting to worry about this. Okay, so we've got access to a hull upgrade for the Uranif class. We just have to get better ships. So what do I want? Do I want the Sopron class, medium hunter?
Our favorite fish in this galactic sea.
What? Oh, she might be... We are stronger than you. She might be talking about the thing where she built an outpost where we built an outpost. Solo Quest started the Living Plague. Your scientists have detected a heavily damaged ship of unknown design entering your home system. It is unresponsive to hails, and sensors have detected the engines are in critical overload and it will soon self-destruct. Scanning it, we discovered that it contains not only a dense computer core containing untold secrets, but also passengers in stasis who have been infected by an unknown plague. You can only save the core or the passengers before the ship explodes. Well, what is the value of a bunch of plague? I mean, I guess there's a scientific benefit to a bunch of bodies with the plague. And Hadar is actually pretty good at food and industry. Yeah, okay. Let's try to save the inhabitants. I'm very curious. The pursuit of science and knowledge is important, but sentient beings come first. That's like an okay way to feel about that. You will need to increase industry and food to be able to extract, house, and feed these aliens. Yeah, we should be able to do that. And we have discovered the home of Kadem. The Sophons evolved on Hekim, a rocky world orbiting a blue star. As their sun produced relatively high radiation, their rate of mutation and evolution was unusually rapid. Though their world is cold, numerous volcanic fissures and vents created networks of warm spots, oases, and habitable caves, which allowed the Sophons to indulge themselves in the study of biology and geology from early in their history. Okay. So we probed out to their home system. That's cool. I mean, that's good-ish information. So, now I can get medium-sized hunter, that's the same kind of ship that the Reavers are using against us, or a medium-sized coordinator. My suspicion is that we can't really see the stats attached to these things, apparently, but my suspicion is that this is going to be more useful as far as killing off those. But we don't have any titanium. This will give us Hyperium-based hulls. Let's try it, let's see. Alright. Yeah, our influence bubbles are going to start conflicting with the other players a lot. 16 turns. What is this? Oh, this is that plague ship. Yeah. Fair enough. Vital systems hit R. Okay. Plus 20% food to manpower. Plus resource generation. That'd be a lot better if we were actually getting our resource. I mean, this is a good place to build, to modernize. Why don't we do that? That seems like it's worth doing. Alright. It's messy. I'm sure I'm doing poorly. But, you know, it's the first game, and this is how we learn. So come back next time. If nothing else, we will allow our failure to instruct our future games. And we'll see you then.